Oh, what's up? I didn't realize that we weren't on loop right there, but it is 4:08. I am wildly late. That wasn't my voice, I know. So, what's going on, Dan Fialo? What's going on, everybody? It's Lisa Game. We got a waffle in the house. It's so nice to see you guys. It is an off day for many people. It is not an off day for me. I just got out of a session a little bit later than I wanted to, but it is time to make sure that we're getting into the day, the night, the evening, so that we can make sure that we are bringing everything we've learned from this morning with the amazing dads, the beard, and the huaf, so we can do it.
Dom, do the reading!
And Dom did the reading today. Dom did the reading. Dom did it. Dom always does the reading. Dom does the reading all the time. We know. Good job. So cold today. So cold today. But you are in Wisconsin. So, right? It is Wisconsin. I'm not wrong. But it is Wisconsin. So, guys, but hey, before we get there, as I get my head straight, I got to make sure that we are doing this. I like a little bit of a structure to things. And that's what we need. Sometimes I want a little bit of background music, but I never know how light the background music has to be for us to still hear the voice. So I don't know how that goes, but we got... All right, so we know this. We know that we need to give props to ourselves and any other parent, any other dad or mom or friend or whoever, maybe your kids, maybe your students, who knows? But we got to give a little bit of love to someone. We got to give it to yourself. If not, things have been crazy. Things are crazy over here. So if you don't know, I'm in the nutrition space. And the beginning of the year is wild. So it was just like everything was back to back last week, and it was tough to really almost do anything. And so I know that my wife had to pick up a little bit of the morning routine, which we had originally kind of like switched. And so just want to make sure I say thank you to her. Very difficult times. And so it was pretty incredible how we can always bounce back and forth. But let us know. What do you got? What do you got just in the chat? Let us know what's going on. Let's give yourself some props. Did you make yourself a meal at home this week? Did you get some reading done? Did you get yourself to the gym and you didn't think you could? Did you make sure that you connected with someone that you haven't in a while? What did you do? What are you proud of? Find some pride in something and you need to share it. And I will not move on to our next segment until I see something in the comments, because I know that you guys have something positive about yourself. I know it. I know that you do. And we got one. Actually scheduled a doctor's appointment instead of waiting. That's incredible, actually. So I want to make sure that I'm not even using the assets. This is my own clap. If you don't know, this is called clapping in IRL. Clapping IRL. So it is, it's impressive. Thank you so much. That is exactly what we should be doing, because so many people wait for so long. And if you don't know where your blood work is right now, do you know how many people I can't fathom? I can't fathom anyone not knowing where their blood work is right now. So, and you can make your annual, get it checked out. I know women have to do a lot more sometimes than men do, and that's tough. But I always want to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. And so we don't know if we have to fix something if we don't have anything to fix. So we got to make sure we do it. Dan Fialo, are you still there? Dan Fialo, what are we doing? What are you proud of right now? Ann is in the house. We are having a day off. So I wasn't prepared to jump up. That's okay. That's okay. You never, there's no expectation whatsoever. Yes. Show up for some IRL clapping. It is like we don't do enough of it. We don't do enough of it. I gotta be honest. I know you like to, and I know you like to be everywhere. I know it's hard. I know that the feeling that I used to get when I would see people running, I'd be, oh man, I really wish I was out there running. I no longer have that feeling. I remember the day that I quit. I quit marathons. The day that I saw a bunch of people running, and I was like, no interest. And that was a really weird feeling for me, but I was a little bit okay with it. And then eventually it went away. And that changed my life, I think, for the better. A lot less IT band issues. So I was really happy with that. So it's not bad. But guys, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. We all need to, just like people talk about gratitude, we need to be able to give ourselves just a little bit of love. And other people too. If you can't do it for yourself, we are our biggest critics. I know that. But guys, that's what we call beautiful. We all took pride in what we did. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. We need to do it. We need to do it more. If you don't want to share it anywhere else, come here and share it. Come here and share it. You can share in the morning show. You can share it on the afternoon show. I kind of wish we had I wish that we could get messages, and I want people to feel that they could definitely do it, incognito. If I said, hey, send your questions, send anything you're scared of, you're proud of, let's share it on the show so we can talk about it. Because is there something, this is the thing. Can I share this? I want to share this with you. Do you feel this way? I feel this way for sure. In my life, I've accepted that I'm middle of the road. I'm middle of the road and I'm fine with that. Like, I have no issue whatsoever. But I've realized that in my life that if I feel something, I need something, whatever it is, I have an opinion on something, I'm like, I'm probably right here. The bell curve, I'm right there. I'm right there in the middle. Like, there's nothing, like, I know, like, I'm not scared to share something because I'm like, someone else has this thought. I know that they do. And like, I also live by the idea that, like, in a group setting or something, that if I have a thought, like 5 or 6 other people do. It's just that some people just don't know how to share it. They don't have the words for it. They don't, whether it's confidence, whatever. I also had a horrible speech impediment when I was growing up. And so it was really difficult for me to share sometimes. So much thought went into it. What's up, Robbie? We got Jason in the house. Jason, you're with people. You just messaged me and said you're with people. You can't come, but yet you're in here, which I love. And I think that's awesome. I think that's great. Oh, it's not negative. Me being average is not negative. It's not negative whatsoever. So it's all good. It is not a problem. All right, guys. So we got this. We're doing good. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do some real time.
Did you hear the great news?
All right, we got some good news. We are here because, if you don't know, the reason I wanted to hop on the afternoon, because great messages in the morning from Mr. Dom and my Broham. Great messages from Ryan Holiday's book. I'll hold it up. We don't make any money off of this. In fact, I think that we're more on the side of getting sued for reading things out loud or whatever we do. I think I'm the only one who reads things out loud. But I know that Dom does the reading. Dom does the reading, and we all know it.
Do the reading!
Because he does. So thank you, Dom. But we got to do some good news, guys. We need some good news. Does anyone have good news to share? Now, I'm going to give it to you, because what I really want to make sure is that when we take these messages from the morning, we can bring it to the dinner table. We can bring it to our kids. We can bring just it to ourselves. So we are able to live it, feel it, that we know that, what we hear and learn in the morning. Now, I'm also big on this. Teachers in the house. I know we got 2 right now, if you're still here. I know we got 2 at least. I live by the motto that we don't learn things once, right? So we need to hear things over and over and over again. And so when someone says, I don't remember, like, well, middle of the road, that way, therefore other people are feeling it too. So it is something we got to make sure that we know we hear again. So this morning we were talking about, where do you see that? Well, really what it is, it's more about, where do you see me do that, right? Kind of like with your kids. If your kids are doing something that maybe isn't in line with your values, their values, family values, it's a point of contention, maybe in some kind of way. I know, Jason, you gave your own experience on this, which I loved. Jay is Broham. Weird Minds Blue. Yeah, you have this. Dom has a signed copy. Dom has the signed copy. Dom, you are the special one. Thank you for being you, Dom. I love you. This page today, it started off with a quote that I really don't understand. I'm going to read it out loud, though, so that you can get it. Now, it's from Seneca. And if you don't know, a lot of the daily Stoic kind of stuff and My Daily Dad, it's all based on Stoicism. Dom, where are you to give us a little rundown of all things Stoicism? But Seneca was very much known as a Stoic. And so what Ryan Holiday puts together here, clip it. No, unclip that for legal team. Unclip it for legal team. Seneca was he was known as a Stoic. Now he said this. He said, "Without a ruler to do it against, you can't make crooked straight." What does it mean? Can someone give it like 5 words? What does it mean? Give me 5 words. Oh, good news. There's some good news down there. We got Ben. We got Ben's art. That's great. We love Ben. I have a lot of Ben's artwork. I have like 2 pieces. But you can't like fix anything, right? If you don't have something to push back against, you may not be able to. Okay, see you, Jason. Good to see you. But being able to shine through a difficult challenge, right? Being able to overcome something, show your value, like all those kind of things. But overall, I think is Dom says this. Dom says, without measurements or guideline, how can you know you are on the right path? Do we like it? Can we get a thumbs up on that? Do we think so? Do our kids, do you give your kids measurements, guidelines? Yeah, of course we do. Robbie, does that mean, are you talking about adversity? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think there's some adversity. How are you overcoming adversity? Maybe there's adversity in some kind of way, and we are showing a different color, different side of ourselves, right? That isn't so correct. Maybe we're blowing up on something. Maybe we didn't handle we didn't have our mood under control. We didn't know how to, in a difficult moment, we judged before we remained curious, right? All those things. So yeah, I think adversity in many different ways, watching how our kids handle that. I mean, they're looking at us. Our kids are looking at us to see how we handle it. And that's what that kind of brings up that question of like, where did you see that? Where did you see me do that? Maybe. And Ryan Holiday states here, he says, this is a good question because it may well be that you have been inadvertently modeling behavior you find repugnant in others. And while that's no excuse for bad behavior, it's useful to know if we've been tacitly condoning wrong things to our kids. Yeah. Are you doing something right now that you just don't want your kids to be doing? Can I tell you one I hear all the time? One I hear all the time is, just because I'm in the world, it's just like things like eating habits. Parents are like, I want to eat better because I don't want my kids to see what I do. I don't want my kids to see what I do when they go to bed. Maybe there's binge eating happening. It's something like they're not sleeping. They're on their phone all night long. Like they're doing the things that like they don't want their kids to do. So it's kind of hard. This is what I was thinking about this morning as it was being talked about. It's like there's many things that we do. There's many things that we do that I think that our kids see, but we are going to ask them not to do. But I think that's important because I think that's a guideline. Just because you see me do it doesn't mean it's right. Like that in itself is a good message with much nuance needed. But I think it's important to know that, like, yes, okay, like, you are going to have to do different things than I need to. So dessert in the afternoon. What's Dan Fiala? What is your go-to dessert in the afternoon? I'll tell you mine in a second. Yeah, but that's definitely one that I know a lot of parents All right. We got one. We got one. All right, cool guys. So we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this one together. I'm gonna pull it up. So we got some good news. We're gonna a Chick-fil-A cookie. What makes a Chick-fil-A cookie good? Is that like the specific thing? Is that something you always like to do? A Chick-fil-A cookie is not something that I think I've ever had. No judgment. I just haven't. There's not many Chick-fil-A's. Right? There's like one over here in the city. Maybe there's two. I mean, there's more. No, there's at least two now. I know that. But there's got to be more. I think once they kind of opened up the floodgates, think that they're all over the place. They got to be. My eyes just need to be a little more open for that kind of thing. Is it a chocolate chip cookie? Is it a sugar cookie? It's a chunky chocolate chip cookie. It's really good. I would assume so. And Fiala, what kind of dog do you have in your picture there? Warmth. Warmth? Robbie, what's up? Warmth? The cookie gives you warmth? I think so. Black Lab. It looks reminds me of my Weimaraner Russell. Not here right now. All right, this is what we're gonna do. 11 months old. Oh man, what a great age. What a great age. I will always say this is that for the first year, and I know there's always going to be some pushback on this, but I think in the first year, puppy, baby, puppy's harder. First year, first 12 months. First, what's up? Hi, Anthony. What's going on? Oh, thanks for the subscription, buddy. Thank you so much. You know what I don't have up right now? I don't have the cookie is warm. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the cookie being warm helps. I don't have I'm on StreamYard. I'm not on Twitch, so I can't see it right now. So I can't celebrate that. But thank you so much, Anthony. We shared some grilled meat together recently, and it was pretty awesome. So thank you so much. We had our own personal chef grilling up 5 pounds of meat at a time with nothing else. All right, guys, we're gonna do this one more time. We need to make sure that we are going to share something that you can share with your kids. And last week, if you remember, I was sharing something about. Hi, Anthony's here. Hi, Anthony. Another New Yorker. Now I'm a Brooklynite, but you're in Manhattan. I know. Come From Away, Broadway show. Do you were seeing it? Did you see Come From Away? The play that is based on a small town. I don't even know it's small town up in Nova Scotia. Am I getting that right? 9/11, all the planes were grounded. And so a lot of planes got grounded in this one town. And in that one town, all the townsfolk had to come out and kind of help and house a lot of these people that were stranded. They fed them. And so people just, they hopped in their car. They became a taxi, picked up people, brought them to their home. They fed them. They clothed them. They gave them beds, all that kind of stuff. And it's a really cool story. So it happened again, not 9/11, obviously, but the other day, what happened? Why were they? Oh, it was a snowstorm. I think it's what it was. I think it was a snowstorm. And it was such a good show, right? It was a really cool show because all of the actors on stage, they played the instruments for the show. I'm pretty sure they were still the actors themselves. They acted, played the instruments. So they were, I'm pretty sure, all of the score for the show, which I think was pretty amazing, actually. But really, really great story. Yeah, anyway, it happened again. And so we were talking last week about how our kids are going to see what we're doing and what we want to be able to be as an example. And so I thought, what an amazing thing for this town, these adults to hop in cars, drive to the airport, pick up these people. I think the story was like they brought them all to these hotels they finally have now. And they brought them to hotels. No, there weren't any taxis. They brought them all. They then picked them up once they had their flights. They picked them up. They all got in. They made a line of cars. They all drove over. They picked up the people and they brought them to their planes and they got out. Like for a child growing up and seeing that, yeah, that time that my whole town stepped up to help people. Like that is quite the way to set an example for kids. And what I liked over here, now I don't know all this story, so if anything pops up that we don't like, we're gonna deal with it. But I'm gonna show you one thing. It's good news for growing humans. We're gonna have that comment, so we have a little more room over here. That's gonna be good. And then I always get afraid I'm going to do this wrong. So we're going to share that screen. We're going to find this. We're going to share it. So this is just one of the spots I've gone to recently. I think Dom or Ann sent this to me, but it's a good spot to just find good news for kids, right? For anybody really, right? Because we're not always kind of seeing good news. But one thing in particular, I like this one. It's the first one. It's up to date. But let's take a look at it. So Toronto man, if this is the man, he looks like a child. So that's my first thought. Now, reason why I clicked on this, I was like, oh, this kid is doing great. But this Toronto man tries to make public transportation less lonely. Little gestures can shift the whole mood. It's pretty cool. So, I think that there's maybe some safety things involved here. Sending a child to go do these things, if that was the case. But it looks like right now, up in Toronto, taking the bus, making sure that he is, let's see, a full-time influencer. So he is an influencer. He's received praise from the mayor, the head of Toronto, 36,000 Instagram followers. Interesting. Don't know much about this person at all. His mother is about being courageous is his kindness. Awesome. Anyone in the Fee Friends community, this is a cool guy. We got to get him. Someone find him. What's his name? Mingjae Chow is just like thousands of other Torontonians. He took the bus and the subway, went to work, and was lonely. Okay, got it. So he's brightening up Toronto one bus at a time. It started at a time when I was lonely, he says, disconnected part of my life where I wasn't seeing that many people. I wanted to push myself to show up more openly in everyday life with social interactions to rebuild my social confidence. More kids need this. If that's the case, I mean, how many kids are lonely? I know adults that are wildly lonely, even in these these communities online. People are still lonely. You talk to them in person, you finally get together and you kind of get the sense. You ask these questions and you get deep and you're like, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that. I hope whatever he's doing is harmless. That's good. Just saying, have a nice day. Got it. This makes me think of, oh man, I am going to be an incredibly non-connected person right now. Anthony, help me out. Robbie, you would know this too. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Who's the guy in our community doing the hi? Who's the guy? Give me his name. Anyway, the guy is always saying hi. Joe. His name's Joe. Joe, hi. If you give me his full name, that would make me feel so good. Or even his handle. That'd be cool. Yes, Joe A. Got it. So I'm pretty sure I might butcher exactly what he's trying to do, but he does go around. I mean, just saying hi, right? Making connections that way. I don't know exactly. I would love to talk with him. I've met him maybe once in person, I think. But I see him all the time, which is pretty amazing. So it's good enough. But, something as simple as have a nice day. And he says here, I'm not pranking people. Most people see my effort and my courage and respond positively. That's cool. Curious about how this meta glasses things work. I don't know. I know how they work, obviously. You know who was doing the meta glasses and it was really awesome? You guys know Sabbath, the artist. I got really close with him. And Sabbath, he was, I know some people, I used to say Sabbath, but Sabbath, I believe is his name, how he pronounces it. And an amazing guy. And he goes around and he gives art. If he's maybe picking up takeout food, he'll draw art on a little card. It's really cool. But he was wearing meta glasses and he would some people were a little surprised, didn't really understand what he was doing. But I think once they understood exactly what they were getting from him, and he would, I don't think he wants to come out and say he's I'm this artist. I'm very well known. But he was able to give a little bit of a people. That was cool. Whether it's Joe A, whether it's Sabbath, giving his art out, whatever it is. And so, smiles, laughs, hugs, even tears. That is pretty cool. I think that these are those small gestures that we kind of forget about. So, and I don't think even for strangers, I think for neighbors, are we still really neighborly? I know I live in an apartment building, and in terms of neighbors, I think my daughter has her friends, but for the neighbors that we don't talk to, is she saying hi to them when she sees them? We have probably an older woman who lives next to us that we probably could be a lot more friendly with. And so, It's a good message. I like it. This is going to be a story I'm going to share with my kids. This is something I wish I built Neighborly into my name. Yes, you did. I didn't even give credit to that. I didn't even give credit to the fact that Hi Anthony is Hi Anthony. But maybe you're asking for the. Are you giving it Joe Tang? That's what I needed. Thank you so much. Go check out Joe Tang. Joe Tang. I know he's on TikTok. I think I think that's his handle in most places. But that's a pretty cool thing. I feel like, you know, being able to. Oh, thank you, Anne. And of course, Anne knows. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to share that with my girls because it's probably not the first thing that my girls would say about me. Dom, what did you show? What did you show? I don't know. But that's pretty cool. Love it. That's awesome. How do I stop sharing? It's my issue. I don't know how to stop doing this or remove that. All right, cool. So yeah, the website. Yeah. There's another good one too, though, that I really liked and kind of bring it up. But that's some good news. Other kind of headlines in case you guys want to go check it out. We just saw. You know, it's wild though. You can actually see my search history. You can see some of the things I was searching for clients just before, which is like, wow, very telling and a little bit personal, I feel like. Secrets of 800-year-old Chinese monks. Excellent preservation revealed. That's interesting. I don't know. I think the history of Egypt is wildly misunderstood. I feel like there's all this stuff that comes out about it all the time, and it sounds like everyone's wrong. Mississippi moved from the bottom to the top in student reading achievement scores. How did they do that? I don't know. I don't think if I wasn't on this website, I would not have picked that up. But I don't know. I'm going to quickly do a 3-second search and we're going to move on from this. But that's also the Magnolia State. I didn't know this. Did you guys know that Mississippi was the Magnolia State? Share it with your kids. See the national reading average for the first time. 8th graders are ranked in the top 10 reading and math. Highest semester improving the method. What was a method? Proving that method can trump money. The southern state has achieved all this despite people in the poorest. Got it. I don't know. I wanted to know how they did it. Maybe we'll come back to this. Science of reading proponents state that without this precise, it's like really talking up what they did. But apparently I missed exactly how they did. These 3 changes have revolutionized Mississippi's childhood education. Tell me what it is. What did you do? Give me the 3. Give me the 3. What are the 3 things? Review, student performance, changing how taught in school regarding the former is something many more affluent. Were you guys a good reader as a kid? I wasn't a good reader. I wasn't a great reader. Regarding the latter, the key shifts is towards mandating a style of literacy education that reflects advancements in the understanding of childhood neuroscience, specifically reading phonics. Isn't like phonics outdated? Anyway, we'll come back to that. That was good. Good job. Good job, Mississippi. Also known as the Magnolia State. Pretty cool. All right. In the top 10 for the country. That's pretty cool. That's right. It was always the one that we had to remember. All right, guys. Well, that was some good news. So happy to have that.
Did you hear the great news?
All right. Good stuff, guys. Love you too, Dom. Does that mean you're leaving? It's okay. It's past 4:30. 30 minutes is usually I have to pick up my kids, but they're out right now with mom. So not a bad time to do that. But I want you guys to do this I want you guys to remember, please bring conversation to the dinner table with your kids. If not the dinner table, bring it to text conversations if you have that with your older ones. If you have a nighttime conversation, I always love the one bit of research around the 9 most important minutes of a kid's day. I say this all the time. I know, almost ad nauseum, but your 3 minutes that you have with your kids after they get up, if you are so lucky to have that, the 3 minutes when they get home from school, and the 3 minutes before they go to bed. If you're judging yourself and you're thinking that you need to be a better parent, that you want to be more connected, you have 9 minutes. And it's not 9, start with your 6, start with your 3, whatever it could be. But use some of these tips, the values that you have, what they see you doing, bring it up. Did you do something you were proud of? Did you do something that you were proud of them for doing? Bring it up, talk with them. Talk about, oh man, I wish I didn't forget that kid's name. I'm going to do it. I got to go back. I got to give this kid credit for, it's a man. They keep calling him man, by the way. But I'm going to give it to you. Hold on. You can say, man, Min Jae Cho, Min Jae Cho. I think Min Jae Cho up in Toronto. He's going on the bus and he's saying, have a nice day to people. Be like Joe Tang. Say hi. Be like Min Jae Cho. Make sure that you're saying hi as well. But do what you got to do, because it's going to be able to just start a conversation with them. I think that's going to be an amazing thing. I'll see you later, Dom. Go clean that closet, buddy boy. But yeah, that is a great thing to bring up with your kids, guys. All right. Maybe next time we can do a little bit of parenting in the panels. We did that one time with MP and Ann. We'll get back to that. I think that's always fun. Also a great topic to bring up with your kids as well. But guys, check out the morning show, Dom and Jason, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Mountain time doesn't exist. Remember that is fake. But guys, until then, I love you all, and peace out. Go love your kids. You got 9 minutes. See you guys later.